Hey y'all, it's Eloise at Southern Horizon Nursery. I came into the garden center and I already did my walk around outside, and I just wanted to give you guys a quick tour inside the cold frame slash greenhouse to show you how everything fared. Everything out there did really good. Um, some stuff did get damage on the leaves from being in those little mini greenhouses that we built, but I expected that. So it is what it is. And inside, everything did better than I honestly expected it to do. So let me turn the camera around. And this is the reality. The majority of the desert roses took damage to the leaves. Because when I got here, this back door was open. I think there's a cat that comes in here. And I'm pretty sure there's still mice. So you can see that there. And it's weird because some stuff, it's right next to it, did not take damage at all. But some stuff did. The ferns are doing great. Those cactus up there are great. The calantras, or Cal and Chloe behind it, are great. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to let y'all know up front right now, before I forget, what I use, anything that flowers, anything that has a bloom, I'll use BR61. This is a water soluble bloom booster, which is like a B12 shot, but it's for your plants. This is not an organic product, and I know that, but I try to stay as organic as possible, but sometimes we need to move on. So it does come with a scooper, and you take one of these whole scoops and you put it in 1 gallon of water, and you water once a week with this. This is going to help boost the plant quickly. It's also going to give you a lot of blooms. If you're using this on something like this, it's all leaves, you want to use half of that cap. I normally don't recommend that you use BR61 on something that's evergreen without a bloom. I recommend, and what I use actually, is the Espoma Organic Grow. It's an all-purpose plant food. It is, like I said, organic, so it won't burn your plants. For what I'm going to do, which is defoliate everything, for the greenery especially, it is a half a cap to a quart of water. I'm going to use a whole cap, and I will do, like I said, that once a week in addition to this on everything else. This is specifically for what I specifically use it for is for leaves and stuff like that, stuff that doesn't have a flower or a bloom of any type, so that way I don't damage it. The BR61 I also use on trees when they've gone into shock, and it, believe it or not, it really helps. Everybody has their opinions on organics and non-organics, and I mean, you're entitled to your opinion. So I'm going to show you a couple of things because I already started trying to defoliate everything, and the reason for that is I don't want for my plant to be expending energy on something that's not going to be able to fix it, and I'd rather just use that energy to put new leaves. This is completely melted, but the trunk is still really firm. So I'm going to chop off all of these leaves. You can just cut them off right there, and that way it can grow new leaves. I already started, like I said, with some other things, and I just left the trunk. I left it there. These alocasia, as you can see, they melted, but you can also see that the trunks are really good. So I just follow it down to where it's still firm, cut it off. And there was a new leaf coming in, but I cut it off. It's fine, it'll push a new one anyways. Tomatoes that got damaged on the leaves, I will just cut off the leaves. So everything did good. Like I said, more or less, there's hardly any damage, or not the damage I was anticipating to be done. Citrus is great. I turned on the heater to kind of warm these guys up. Banana trees, cactus, anthuriums, they did good. These anthuriums did great. Those desert rose down there did awesome. No damage at all. Everything looks good. Our strings of things, for the most part, did great. The yuccas outside weren't even phased. The agaves. I did put some under a mini greenhouse, and I'll show you those here in a minute. Let me go out there. I'm going to hang on one second. So these agave and these golden barrel cactuses are sitting in this miniature greenhouse, which you can, it's on a pallet. I mean, I didn't put anything on the floor, so we could still get in as long as the top was covered. I did want to show you inside one of these real quick, because it does look bad, and I will admit that it looks bad, but I know it'll be just fine. So this is what it looks like inside with these hibiscus trees, and you can see that it doesn't look so good. However, it's not dead. It didn't freeze. Like, it froze, but it didn't freeze. The leaves froze is what happened. The Ixora, same thing. So I'll just cut those down. But you can see, like I said, I was expecting some damage. I'm completely not shocked at all. We are not supposed to get any more freezes, however, so hopefully it stays like that we don't get any more freezes. The irises did great. The magnolias did great. What is that? Oh, the jasmine. Look at that beautiful color. A lot of stuff is dormant, so it's all right. The evergreens obviously did great. So I'm going to continue working. If I haven't answered any of your questions, or you need a little bit more insight on how to help your plants get through this, excuse me, I don't know what's going on with my throat, through some of this damage, and I didn't clarify, just feel free to reach out to me, guys. Our website is southernhorizonnursery.com. My phone number is at the bottom of the page, and so is the map on how to get here. I'm not going to be coming in. I mean, I'll still be coming in, just not like I am for the 4 hours from Tuesday through Saturday. But if you need to meet me, for me to meet you out here, I will. That's not a problem. What else? Oh, yeah, real quick. Let me show you. So the way I use the BR61 is I sprinkle some at the bottom, and then I water it in. I recommend, like I said, to read the label to be sure how to use it, especially if you're not familiar with the product. That way you don't damage what you have. Hopefully you guys were able to make it through this freeze without so much damage to your stuff, especially your pipes. I know it's kind of hard when you have to drip the water, you know, the expense of it because the usage or whatever, but it beats having to replace piping. Let me see. Again, if you all have any questions, you are more than welcome to reach out to me. Like I said, my number is on our website. We're on TikTok since it didn't go away. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram, Google, and Yelp. So if you guys have questions, feel free to give me a call, shoot me a message, a text, whatever. In the meantime, y'all have a great day. Stay safe, be kind, and happy planting.